What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Dragzine's Track Life. I'm your host, Senior Editor Brian Wagner, and one of my favorite events of the year, the Haltech World Cup Finals, import versus domestic. This, by far, is one of the coolest events you could ever go to, in my opinion. So many awesome cars here. I mean, it's unbelievable. And fans, I mean, look at this insanity right now.
Pretty insane.
Just people everywhere. I mean, it's rare to see an event like this packed with so many different people, so many different cars. I mean, if you think you're the baddest mo on the planet in drag racing, you need to be here. You know, we've seen records set this weekend in radial tires, other class records set. I mean, it's unbelievable what Jason and Chris Miller have done with the staff here at Maryland International Raceway for an event that's lasted 25 years. It's one of those events you need to put it on your bucket list to come at one point. You know, the live feed's awesome, but it's not the same to really be here and experience everything they have here. So we got some great stuff to check out on this extra awesome episode of Dragzine's Track Life. This event a few times. You mostly race NMCA with the beautiful Firebird back there, man of my own heart. What's it like going from racing in the NMCA to coming to an event like this?
Well, the import versus domestic race is a must-have on your list with just all the chaos that comes with it. The fans and being a part of that all-motor heads-up class where you have the Hondas, Fords, factory stock Fords. It's just different combos all running all motor, all out. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's what, you know, we've talked to some other people about it with, you know, this edition of Track Life, is this event is just, it's like nothing else. What was it like the first time you rounded the corner up there at the ready line with a packed house?
Yeah, the first Sunday morning that I raced this back in 2017, I'll never forget that after they played the national anthem and stuff. It's just looking down the stand, seeing it packed with all the flags and everybody standing, going crazy, just really brings your adrenaline to a new rush. You kind of feel that the NHRA guys or the guys that are running in ducks, stuff like that, feel here running in all motor. It gives us a chance to run in front of a packed house. And
that's cool because you guys are like, you're the, you know, for lack of better terms, the opening act, the leadoff hitter. So people have got that juice in there. And, you know, as a driver, what do you have to do to like make sure you're not too anxious, you know, where you're not too fired up?
Generally, when I pass the water box, I fully start focusing on my job, what I got to do, and kind of block out the guy next to me and the fans. I mean, you can only control what you can control, and that's your car and your shift points. It really starts right from the burnout to the light and your shift points down through here with all motor.
And racing in the all motor class, the competition is so tight. You know, how do you approach trying to get yourself ready for some, you know, that level of competition?
For here, we have to take out so much weight and change our combination around. It just puts you in a different mindset for this race. You kind of got to think outside the box, which is a lot of fun. You're never running at this weight and in these mine shaft conditions. The weather alone brings a change to your tune, your suspension setup, and your whole mindset for this type of racing in the cold weather. Me being from Florida especially, I mean, it's worth the drive for these mine shaft conditions. I've always heard my buddies talk about it, but to experience it and see it on your weather station negative, you know, 1,800 feet, you're just like, this is worth the drive right here.
What's the best part about this event for you?
The people, and the crowd. I mean, it's a must do on this your list of drag racing, especially being the 25th anniversary of it. I wanted to be part of it. Taking the year off with COVID and stuff, you can kind of see everybody's excitement. It's the biggest ever here.
And the fans are crazy. It's like you see them walking through and they check out every car. And if they're an import person, they're looking at all the domestics because they don't normally get to see it. And it's cool to see that. It's got to make you feel a little bit like a superstar, right?
Yeah, exactly. You get a lot of off-the-wall type questions, but it's cool to see the fan interest in the sport. It's there. I mean, even with the economy, all this, people are out here spending money drag racing. It's great.
Nothing better than a Sunday morning at the World Cup. We'll have more on Track Life. Here with Mike Niehaus, who has come to this event multiple times as a spectator. Mike, what's it been like going from being a spectator to a competitor here at the World Cup?
It's definitely a change. I'm used to coming here, been here since probably 2012, coming as a spectator. You get to relax and have a good time. Now that I'm actually racing here, a class I fit in, it's a little more strenuous. In between rounds, you got to service a car, make changes, but so far so good. Working out some problems, but I enjoy racing here. It's kind of fun.
It's a little different going from sitting on the fence drinking beer to actually having to put some work in, right?
Yeah, you actually got to do work, wake up every morning and make sure things are right for first round, second round, whatever. So yeah, it's a little different.
But it's fun because I always tell people this isn't a race, this is an event. And it's got to be a lot of fun to be more a part of the event, isn't it?
It definitely is. When you roll through the water and you see all the people in the stands, it's kind of crazy. You have to experience it. You can't explain it. It's just kind of amazing.
It's the closest you get to feeling like a superstar as a sportsman racer, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And the other fun thing about this is it's been an interesting road for you to get here, hasn't it? Because I was up at Norwalk for an NMRA race, and you let the magic smoke out. Kind of talk about that whole deal.
Yeah, I before that race, I went over the whole car. I thought it was good to go, and first pass of the day kind of had to abort because a couple things happened. Second pass on the 2-3 shift, car kind of decided to let out the magic smoke. Number 8 cylinder had enough and completely broke the wrist pin. Piston was gone. Made a little bit of a mess.
Yeah, I remember walking through and seeing that, and I'm like, yeah, that definitely that one didn't want to party anymore, right?
No, it had enough.
So what did you do to get ready for this event? Because again, it's kind of wild during COVID to get ready, and was there any time where you didn't know if you're going to do it? What was it like getting ready?
Well, initially when I was getting parts together, I seemed to be able to find everything I needed to fix it. It was just a matter of getting to the machine shop and getting it fixed. And then it was like September before I had everything together to actually get the car running. And then after getting it running, there's switch clutches in it, so now that's a learning curve, and just little things here and there, trial and error. That it was kind of a uphill battle, if you will.
Well, there you have it. It's a lot of fun participating in the World Cup and getting ready. We'll have more here on Dragzine's Track Life. We got another first-time racer at the World Cup, and I'm kind of finding these guys just because of the fact that this is such a crazy event. Nick Coleman's here. Used to be the quickest and fastest six-speed LS in the world?
It was the fastest LS stick shift car in the world before this event, and then Josh Tonsky came out here and just smacked it. He went 707 at 210, so we got to turn it up. We got to make it work.
But that kind of draws us into what we're talking about here. That's why you come to this event, right? That's what drew you to the event, to be with the best, right?
The top of the top stick shift guys in the country are here, and that's all I want. Is I want to be the top. I want to be one of the top if I'm not the top, and this is where to go. This is where you go to do it.
And what's it been like coming to this event for the first time? Because it's pretty wild, isn't it?
Dude, that track is sticky. Like, we did not expect that. I feel like I should have did more maintenance because we ended up shearing a ring and pinion on the first hit. So we put a little bit different gear set in it, and that gear set change, we did not have any data on it. And man, a track like that with that gear set change, it was crazy. We went for a crazy like 120, 130 foot out wheelie, and because I wasn't really prepared for it, I wasn't ready to drive that. I did my best, and we still got an 8.2 out of it, but.
So you're learning about one of the things that people talk about at this event is the track prep, right?
Yeah, the track prep's crazy.
Track prep and then the weather conditions. What about that? Because that's got to be interesting to look at the data and what the truck wants to do in this weather, right?
So we got data going 200 mile an hour in a 90 some degree day, and I mean, exhaust back pressure's up a lot higher than it would be today. Boost. I mean, I'm on lower amount of boost number for my dome control, and we're still making the same amount of boost as we would be on a hot day. So there's a lot left in it that I haven't been able to put in, and mostly for fear of just doing a bigger wheelie.
And it's crazy just because, like I said, this event pulls so much together, right? Doesn't it? Just so many awesome racers, the prep and everything else.
There are so many badass cars here. Like, when I've had a few people stop in and they all say the same thing. They come here because it's the Super Bowl of drag racing. Well, that's not a joke. It is literally the Super Bowl. The fastest of the fastest cars are out there.
What's been your favorite part about this event so far?
My favorite part?
Yeah.
The prep. Definitely the prep. I love getting on a good track and letting the truck do its thing.
Awesome. There you have it. Another first-time World Cup user having a blast here at Maryland International Raceway.
Yep.